yeah, we wanted to definitely celebrate being out here, celebrate life.
Yes, sir.
In terms of the show, we want to talk about what we got coming up,
Growth,
of course,
expansion,
all the things.
moves.
The No Bars Off You Spit It contest. We had a couple new entries come in,
Mm-hmm.
raise it up to $1,000. So we want to get more people just spitting their verse to a
True.
focus 3 dot beat. So it's just
Beat is
been,
crazy too.
yeah, beat is
Beat is
dope.
crazy
Beat is
too.
dope. So
Beat is crazy.
we hoping, as this goes on, as this continues, more people just come through with some bars and what I'm saying, come through and rhyme and we get it popping. So share with a friend. We'll provide more of the information. Share with your people if you know somebody that rap is trying to rhyme. And then in this instant, if you don't want them, put the mic down. Tell them pick the mic up,
And
spit
you
something.
know what we're gonna do, right? So
Talk to him.
dig, right?
Dig, right?
If you have a friend out there that's a little older but still rapping,
Okay.
test them.
Test
Do
them.
this. If you have a friend
I
that
like
wants
it.
to get into the rap
Don't worry
thing,
about
and
that.
everybody's kind of like, I don't know if you really got it. Test them. Tell them
Mhm.
try this out. Not only you win $1,000, but you get to get featured on the platform, which I think is dope. So
Yeah.
Listen, just and then for those that don't know, the platform it's a growing platform.
Yeah.
Been around for about 3 years.
It's just about that
55,000 subscribers
and counting.
and counting. Listen, man, we just saluting the music, man.
Yeah.
And if you do what you do, we don't care if you sign, unsigned. We don't care if you work, don't work. You could be 770, whatever.
Yeah.
If you put pen to paper and that's what you do, we salute it, man. We don't age discriminate over here, unlike the little young lady at Ross. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here.
Shout out to the Bad News Brown Rants. It's been
Yeah,
getting a lot of love. Just
Man,
being able to express yourself. I think it's dope. A dope segment, man.
angry black guy 2025, man. I got a lot to be angry about this year. So
got a lot to be thankful for. But
yeah, a whole lot to be thankful for, but just stupid shit you deal with,
Right.
So, Bad News Brown will, make several guest appearances throughout the year because it's just some shit just is unnecessary.
Some shit you got to get off your chest.
This is true.
I
That's how
was
that works.
I was thinking about, speaking of getting shit off your chest. We not a sports show, but the whole LeBron Stephen A. conversation that happened during the Lakers game.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm still not sure. I'm not sure how that's still in the news, but go ahead.
I know, right? But well, it's in the news because LeBron went on Pat McAfee, which to me was strategic as well.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? Pat McAfee is one of those shows.
Pat McAfee is a huge platform too.
Yeah, interestingly enough,
it's just a sound wild.
He could go up there and the profanity was out of this world.
Yeah.
Fucking ESPN, Disney Channel, 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, Pat McAfee curses. Oh, they curse all day on that show.
I know.
I've watched before. They curse on that show all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a strategic move to go up there knowing you dropping F-bombs. Yeah. They trying to mute the F-bombs. They let the S's go.
Mm-hmm.
It was just weird. I'm like, yo, this is interesting. That he chose, this platform right after the first take.
Right.
Rashad McCants was like, I feel bad for Shannon Sharp because Shannon Sharp is his man and he ain't choose Club Shay Shay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Nah, it just was interesting. But that kind of brought it back up. So I thought about both sides. One, I think about being a parent, having a kid in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody say something about your kid. That's one thing. I get what LeBron was mad at, the whole Stephen A. saying, the whole fatherhood thing and saying, you be a better dad. This is whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And truthfully, LeBron did kind of big him up early, put him in a position. I don't mind the whole G League playing up because the kid, in LeBron's mind, in his defense, he's thinking my son lost a year of basketball. Like the whole heart condition is bigger than, like, it's something that we're not really taking into account.
True. Right.
And he's seen how good this kid could be. And he's like, yo, without that, he's going to get that extra time. He would have been better at USC. He would be a higher draft pick. So now we just getting back into it.
But before you go on.
Yeah.
How much of that opinion is biased because it's your kid?
A lot. A lot of it is biased.
That's one.
Okay.
2. Why put that sort of bullseye and or focus on your kid before he even gets to the league?
Now
That's the only question I have.
and
Like,
you're right.
and the only reason why I say that because I'm old enough to see what Michael Jordan's kids had to go through
Yeah.
as being his children, and seeing like what that pressure was like, as people feeling like you had to be somewhat similar to not only have the name of your father to live up to, but for your father to add the pressure and say, he's better than half the kids and half the people in this league. He's better than some of the people in this league.
It's just probably the truth. There's a lot of this.
You're right. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Right.
I'm not disagreeing that he's better than some, because the way he's tearing up the G League is nuts. I don't think people have been paying attention to the way he's tearing attention to the way he's tearing up the G League, because he's killing the G League right now. But I think when you put that type of bullseye on your son and say he's better than XYZ, father, I get the father aspect of it, but public criticism is public criticism. Like, I get that it's Stephen A. He has a huge platform, but there's kids that probably live 2 miles away from you that think the same thing that just don't have the mouth to say it. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think putting your kid in those crosshairs, like, oh, he's better than XYZ. You already
That's fine.
him having your name was already a standard, but now you've elevated that standard to say, oh, he's better than already half the league that's already out now.
My argument to that,
Go ahead.
I have many points. I won't get into all of them. But my argument with that would be, yes, I'm bigging my kid up and I'm letting him know that I believe in him. I've carried this league over 20 years, right? I believe in him. I believe, yes, I've played with everybody in this league for the last 20 plus years. Through my eyes, I think he's better than some of the players.
Okay.
I've had teammates. I've gone against people. I think he's better. That's his opinion, right? Secondly, I would say, what is that? So these are the downsides of going live on the
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, what is that?
A gecko or something.
Yo, this looks like a wombat. Yo, what the shit was that?
That was wild.
That was crazy. But go ahead.
I was gonna say too. I think first of all, I think two things can be true.
I tried to make sure.
I understand what Stephen A was saying. It makes absolute sense.
But you can hear it. Yeah.
I understand what Stephen A was saying, and it makes absolute sense.
Right.
However, I think the way LeBron approached it wasn't yo, don't tell me how to raise my kid. It was keep my kid's name out your mouth, which then suggests anything that he does, positive or negative, you're going to talk about it. That's my job to talk about it. Other people have been talking about it.
And that's the slippery slope.
But he said in that interview yesterday with Pat McAfee that I don't care about people judging his son. That's what they're supposed to do. Judge him on and off the court. Judge everybody on and off the court. Okay. But his argument when he met Stephen A allegedly was, keep my kid's name out your mouth. So that suggests that you have a problem with him talking about your son negative play. Right. When your argument should have been, yo, when it comes to parenting, keep my name out your fucking mouth.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it should have been.
And I think the disconnect or the extra layer to that is Stephen A and LeBron don't have the greatest relationship to begin with in the first place.
Right. So
LeBron is already approaching it from an antagonistic standpoint because you don't like me. I think his approach was, don't put your what you got with me, don't put that on my kid.
You got to say that, bro.
I think that, and I'm not mad at that.
Speak effectively.
I'm not mad at that.
Communication. So there's no room for what I really meant was that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. And like as a parent, as a father, I would definitely approach it the same way. Like, listen, don't let your problem with me become a problem with my kid. I would get. I get that.
Those words would make sense.
Where I get like a little, it's a little gray area is, this is still a sports journalist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His job is to critique what he sees.
Correct.
As a sports journalist, what he sees on a court, what he sees in organizations, like that's his job.
Correct.
Critiquing LeBron James's kid, but doing it in the context of don't put your kid under these spotlights when it's unnecessary. He already has your name. Like, you add unnecessary pressure to him. Right. So I think Stephen A's approach was, I'm not coming at you as a parent. I'm not coming at you, or I'm not even coming at your son as a player. I just don't want you to add an additional layer of pressure that he already has just having your name. His name is Bronny James Jr.
Right.
Just having your name, that's a layer of pressure just having your name.
Correct. But if we don't like each other, we don't have a relationship, just talk about the sport. Just talk about the game. Don't even bring it up. Why are you giving me advice? We don't like each other.
That's true.
We don't fuck with each other.
This is true.
You know what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with
so
that.
you kind of laid you almost
that I agree with.
Made dig your own grave. Dug your own grave.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Know? That I agree with. Give me advice for, bro.
My man Jay just checked in. Jay, what's good? Let me bring you in, man. What up, man?
What's up, man?
What's good? You on live, bro?
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out. I didn't even know how to work this thing, on here, man.
Yo,
we all are.
You younger than us. You supposed to know how to work, man.
To know how to work this
hey,
shit,
man, I was struggling. I said, "Where the microphone? My microphone is automatically on here with the iPhone." And
yeah, man, yeah, we.
Then I was backstage. I got on here talking. I'm like, "Oh, they can't even hear me yet."
Yeah, we winging it. We winging it
right now.
Yeah. LG, this my man. It's my man Jay, Jay Scott, man.
Salute,
yeah,
what's going on, bro?
We worked together at Carver High School. You know what I mean? One of the greatest track coaches ever.
Trying to be
winning state chips. So I'm trying to get him into the content space because he's a great personality, wonderful math teacher. We winning teacher of the year.
Oh, you do math too? Come on, bro. I'm an accountant.
Yes, sir. Oh, for real?
We need to talk, bro.
Hey, we do gotta. I might have to have you come in and talk to my kids, man. They be
thinking
man, this never used in the real world.
Listen, I've been in accounting space for over 20 years. This is what I do. My degree is in accounting. My work is in accounting. This is what I do.
That's crazy. We definitely got to talk, bro. We got to talk.
And Jay trades. He goes.
Oh, you day trade?
He goes in.
I'm a swing trader. I can't day trade, man. A little bit too risky. So I
want to learn day trading. I'm a little nervous though. I feel like that's like
my nerves is too bad for day trade.
I'm a little nervous on day trade.
Yeah. But no, I got you. We can link. We'll definitely chop it up and talk about it.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So, normally we don't talk about sports on here, but this was more of a life conversation.
Man.
We've had talks early about Bronny, and we all shared our thoughts. And, I always felt like he's in a position that's really tough. And what's the craziest thing about this kid? He's so congenial. And such a good person.
He's a good kid.
And everybody can feel it.
That's what makes it hard to not like he's a good fucking kid.
You ever seen a kid that's a jerk and you can see it through the screen? Like,
that's true.
This kid is like, if I was his dad, I would be like, bro, I'm like, yo, I would protect him at all. He seems like a really good guy, man.
It even when you look at him sitting on a Lakers bench, and during timeouts, he never looks like he's moping. Right. He never looks like you could always be like, man, I'm LeBron James, son. I can do whatever.
Right.
Like he never looks like he's not with the moment. Like he always looks involved. He's saluting everybody. Yeah. He's clapping. Like he just looks like a genuinely great, good. Like he just looks like a great kid. Yeah, I agree. That's crazy.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Braun stepping to him and Stephen A coming back? The whole conversation.
I got mixed feelings, man. Like.
Me too.
I caught the tail end of what you were saying, Brown, and I feel like when my thing is, and Sherrod, we talked about this offline. I feel like we're forgetting about how the kid may feel in this whole situation. Like LeBron's a great father, obviously one of the greatest athletes of all time, but what is this all about right now? When Bronny first got to the league, we got this photo op of them playing together, checking in at the same time. Was that for Bronny or was that for Bron? You know what I'm saying? Now the situation with Stephen A, were you really protecting Bronny or were you protecting Bron? Like you making it about you, which I think that's been a narrative on LeBron for a couple of years now, right? It's always about him. It's always about him. Yeah. So I'm just like this whole ordeal, this whole situation as a father. I mean, I don't have kids, so I can't speak from that perspective.
Not yet.
Like when you bring your son into this limelight, you were opening the floodgates for any and everything.
Yeah.
And you did that. So to step to Stephen A in the way he did, on one end, to me, it was kind of lame. Like, you didn't have to do it that way at that time. Like, you could have very easily addressed that behind closed doors. You could have texted Stephen A, whatever, had a conversation. But to do it in that public forum, like, you making it about you yet again. That was my only issue with it. Like, again, if you feel some way as a father, hey, by all means, address it how you gonna address it. But doing it that way, and now you talking about he's on the Taylor Swift run, bro. You on the Pat McAfee show
Yeah.
talking about it. So I feel like it's just not even about Bronny at this point. And I feel, again, being the educator, I feel sorry for the kid. I mean, he a grown man, but what is he thinking? Because we don't hear from him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I don't know, man. I feel I can see both sides, but I'm leaning towards Bron. You didn't have to do that. And Stephen A. didn't have to say what he said.
And I'll say this, and I'm gonna jump out. That's the one thing I said. Like in those type of circles, in those type of spaces, you very well could have called Stephen A. to have that conversation personally.
Yeah.
However,
or in a different space.
However, and I keep hearing Stephen A. say that, but we have to understand Stephen A. could have reached out to, instead of getting on national airwaves telling him how to parent.
Well, he didn't realize he was going to get that type of.
Nah, he knew.
He didn't realize. Well, you think he knew?
Yes.
Yeah, and Ajane said Stephen A. isn't doing the work anymore. It's all personality. It's all takes. I'd be annoyed.
I listen. So I just want to be clear. I want to be full transparent here. I'm gonna defend Stephen A. a little bit because he's my birthday twin and we have the same birthday. But that's neither here nor there.
I love Stephen A.
I think, it's fluid. It's a fluid situation. It's fluid. But I think what it is he attacks a lot of conversations and or issues that a lot of people are scared, like they stay away from. They're kind of radioactive because they're not sure what. Because at the end of the day, this is a business and it's about ratings and all of that. But I feel like what he does is there are times, and I think a lot of people that are on the LeBron side of the fence of this conversation is, I think there are times where sometimes he goes a little too hard trying to take the black athlete to task. Like, oh, well, you do such and such. Like, I know there are some times where he goes a little hard on that. But from the angle of like what the conversation was, I think there was a better way to handle that conversation. There was a better environment to handle that in. But B, I think in the grand scheme of things, whether it's Stephen A., whether it's a third grader that lives locally, whether it's Jay Billis, somebody, you can't be mad about somebody talking about your kid and when it comes to critiquing his basketball game and or whether he's gonna be a big time player in the NBA. You can't be mad at that. So,
but I'd say you have to, again, going back to my original point.
Go ahead.
You have to pick a side.
You do.
Like come on from LeBron.
You do.
In one breath, say I don't care about my son or any bad athlete getting criticized, and then go to Stephen A. and say keep my son out your mouth.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's definitely a peculiar situation. I can't imagine, my nephew is playing he just got released from the Nationals.
Okay.
And I Nasim Nunez, shout to him. I think about just being a parent in this day and age where before you had to pick up a newspaper and possibly read an article about your kid. And now I'm like, yo, if I was to see one comment with my son's name,
I'm gonna be like, yo,
trash or something like that, like on any type of platform.
Listen,
I'm kind of losing it. Like I'm not prepared for that at this level. You know what I'm saying?
I'll devolve that a step further.
Okay.
Imagine your 5-6-year-old prodigy of a child out there playing basketball.
Yeah.
And you got parents in the stands like, oh, he ain't even that great. Yeah. Get him out of here. Like, this is where it starts. Like people don't realize that this is where it starts.
Yeah.
Like you want your child to be great, but the outside criticism that you don't hear when you hear it, it's like he's just trying to be great. But it's like, no, other people don't see it as that. Other people see it as competition. Other people see it as something that did for them to be fearful. Like,
but
you have to understand
being at the game that's been for years and years. Parent at game, in the building. Hear somebody say something crazy, I can address it right now. I can walk away from it.
Okay.
Online started.
Oh yeah,
online 10 to 12 years ago.
Yeah, when you got millions.
So this is a new thing for parents. You know what I'm saying? Our parents ain't have to deal with that. That's true. You parenting now, if you got a kid that's up and coming, and imagine going. High school is different from college, which is different from pro. Yeah. Like Nasim was great in high school on all the social media. It's hey, do you think great. When you get to that next level, people gonna be like, yo, trash.
Grab this bag.
But see, that's the thing. For me, it's like you're LeBron. You came up in this, so you know firsthand how this goes. Right. So you shouldn't have any type of feeling about, even though the Stephen A. probably one of the biggest, platforms in sports on television right now. But I can't say he doesn't have a right to feel that way or feel the way he felt. But are you really tripping over what one person said about your son? Because if we're being honest, because if we're being honest, it was
platform. Yeah.
It was okay. You got him here. He's playing in the league. Is he really that good? He's stinking it up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a dad, do you come on, man, don't do this to your son. I don't think Stephen A. was wrong in saying that. And even like you just said, LeBron, like you came up in it, so you already know how this goes. He's going to be criticized. You got to be open to that. You can't go run to his defense every time he's going to be getting criticized, because now people are going to be walking on eggshells every time they talk about Bronny now. Now it's like for Bronny, for the rest of Bronny's career, it's going to be, are we really telling the whole truth? Like, is he really ready for the NBA? Is he really hooping? Is he really balling right now? Or are we afraid? Are we going to be afraid to talk about it?
Right. So that's what can't lose the independent voice of just having a critique about someone.
And that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and let's be clear. There were people that weren't sure how to grade and or critique Michael Jordan's kids. Like, when they played at UCF in Illinois, like, people know they went to Illinois just based on the fact that they were Michael Jordan's kids. He's a Chicago legend. Like, there were like people that were kind of a little walking on eggshells. Like, okay, how do I critique this kid? Like, first of all, you're left-handed. You're 6'2". Your father's 6'6". What the hell are you doing? Like, I'm sure there were people that were kind of like, oh, okay, I'm not sure how to handle this really, because this, at the end of the day, this is Michael Jordan's kid. You know what I mean? So I guess that's what comes with it. But what I can separate from those two situations is Mike never spoke a word about his kids, how good they were going to be, how great they were. Mike never said shit. I don't even know if he spoke to them himself. I don't know nothing about them kids. Like, he never even spoke to them kids at all. I don't even know if that's his real family. Like, to be honest, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but he never put a bullseye or a target on his kid's back, like to say, this is my son, he's gonna be this, he's better than this. And people, like, because of that, kind of like were tiptoeing around, like, I don't know if I should say this. For LeBron to, like, but again, I think the extra of the son having your name, like him being a junior, and then you adding the added pressure of, oh yeah, he's better than 40% of the league right now. That's putting up a brighter microscope on him to be like, okay, well, what is he doing? But like I said, I will give him credit. He is tearing the G League apart.
Yeah, he's getting a lot better.
He is tearing the G League apart. And I'm not saying that that's where he belongs. But what I'm saying is he's a 19, 20-year-old kid. He lost a year due to a damn heart condition, which is no small thing.
No, right.
Like, just coming back from that, it takes a year and a half to. Right. But to expect him to be a ready-made professional just because that's LeBron James' son, that's not fair. Like, that's an undue amount of pressure.
And add on to that fact that, remember, he was getting in games at the blowout moment of the 4-minute mark, right. Sometimes the 2-minute mark.
Yeah. Right.
So what can you really do versus given all the time you need in the G League games?
Yeah,
really doing your thing.
Exactly.
Well, I saw him in summer league. He didn't look ready in summer league. He looked real tentative. His motion just wasn't there.
I still think it's like, but son, okay. You think about people coming back from an injury like an ACL or something like that.
Heart is different.
Imagine coming back from your heart stopping while you're playing.
Yeah.
Imagine a mental hurdle of overcoming that.
Nah, it's different.
Like, that's different.
At that age.
Yeah.
At that age, at 18, 19.
He said that it
like, that's crazy.
It usually takes 2 years. So I get it.
That's crazy, bro.
I get it. What do y'all think about?
Oh my God, my guy Ty is in the building. SJU, I'm mad St. John's went down, bro. I'm sorry. My bad.
That's Ty Graham?
Yeah, that's Ty Graham. I got Ty in the building. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace. 90s.
Grady in the building.
Grady in the building. Yeah, man.
St. John's legend, baby.
St. John legend right there, bro.
Brady legend.
Yeah, listen, man.
What we talking
listen,
about?
Man. Let's talk about. Let's give Ty Graham his proper respect.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What I realized the difference between LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo Anthony.
I was gonna bring that up. Go ahead.
Was that Bronny James was in the McDonald's game. Zaire Wade ain't sniffed the McDonald's game.
Melo's going.
Cayenne Anthony.
Cayenne's going.
What do you mean he's going? It's past.
Oh,
It
was over already?
No, it's coming up.
Oh, okay.
He's not been selected.
Really?
No.
Doesn't matter. He's going to Syracuse.
It does matter.
Why?
Because he's ranked like the top player in New
I
York.
don't
in
care.
New York.
I don't care.
Son.
I don't care. My bad. Oh, we ain't tag you. Time my fault. When we acted, we'll tag you next time. My bad, guy.
Yeah, it's,
Definitely would.
we still in test the phase, Tom.
Yeah, we still in touch of We do this every Friday though, so definitely tap in with us every Friday. It's a Friday Night Live in case you don't see the title and all that. But yeah, definitely tap in with us every Friday. It's a Friday night thing.
And Ty got a dope program too. I don't know if you
Team First. Talk about Team First, bro. Please,
that man. Please.
Team First.
Put something in the chat.
Please. Put the. Yeah, we'll all listen. You'll always be a prick to us, Ty. No matter what.
Always.
You are prick number one. No matter what happens.
But you know the common theme is damn near everybody that we fuck with like that are all doing dope shit.
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, this is the circle that we created, man.
Right.
This is the circle that we listen. And listen, you can go look at Grant right now. You'll see a million wonderful things that he's doing. But he's a prick.
Oh my God.
He's a prick. He's a grade A prick. He'll stiff you on dinner. Pause. He's just a terrible dude. But he's always been that way. But he's my guy. And yeah, Team First is a big program in New York right now. You know, they mold athletes, they do all of that extra shit. But yeah, shout out to my guy, Ty. I appreciate you tapping in, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So like I was saying, Cayenne didn't make it, bro.
He didn't?
No.
I don't
he did
so
not.
okay. So listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna tell you when the McDonald's game started being official for me. Once I seen dudes like Trajan Langdon and dudes like that making the McDonald's All-American game.
What do you mean? Trajan Langdon was nice.
Trajan Langdon wasn't shit. Trajan Langdon had a great jump shot. Trajan Langdon
a lot of dudes
shit.
had great jump shots. That
No, I'm not going for that. Trajan Langdon wasn't shit.
It's always people that aren't deserving, and there's always people that are deserving that don't make it to the next level.
Which is kind of the same thing with the All-Star game. There are people that don't make the All-Star game that should make it, but they don't.
So you don't think that's a message though? That Cayenne Anthony, who had a better high school career than Bronny James, you don't think that's a message to, like, it's no?
No. I do you one better. Carmelo Anthony,
yeah,
and LeBron James,
yeah,
were rookies at the same time. You think LeBron deserved Rookie of the Year?
He did not.
Exactly. So we can have this conversation all day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's an image, there's a name, there's things that go along with the collective bargaining of what your name brings.
Ty said Cayenne didn't play enough games.
You think so? That's what it was?
In his senior year or just period?
Or just period. Yeah, he signed in Syracuse early.
Yeah.
He signed in Syracuse early, but I mean,
he was hurt. Zaire Wade played enough. That motherfucker played bad games. He wasn't fucking with him.
Yeah, I mean, well, listen. But here's my thing. You got LeBron, D Wade, Melo. Mm-hmm. The only difference is, and before we get into that, spoiler alert, people. How about Bryce is going to be better? That's the spoiler alert.
That's the one.
Spoiler alert. Bryce is the one that's going to be better.
But Bryce ain't make it either.
It doesn't. Bryce is fucking 10 years old at this point.
That's social media. Okay, no, Bryce is going to Arizona. What are you talking about?
Again,
that's it. It's over.
Again, Bryce is the one that we have. LeBron. I get we fall in love with the namesake, the junior, and all of that.
I'm not.
Listen. When I saw Bryce at 12, I knew Bryce was going to be the one.
He ain't make McDonald's either.
What is that? What does not make it like not make? Is that
that's
a big deal?
What does not making McDonald's mean at this point?
Because Bronny made it,
man.
And he averaged like 8 points.
Right, so and he went to USC and averaged less than that.
I don't want to do this, but we know how much influence LeBron James can have on certain things. Right? So saying that Bronny made it when LeBron James is his father, I don't think that holds too much weight, bro.
So why Bryce ain't make it then? It's the same father.
What is it? You're 11th grade now, right? He's not senior now. He's like 10th grade, 11th grade.
He's
not
11th grade. He 11.
So Bryson's not a senior.
I thought he's a senior.
No, he is not a senior. Nigga, fucking
research team.
Hey, right.
Somebody
Google real quick.
I'm gonna get on that.
If he's not a senior, I bet you he'd be on the McDonald's All-American team. I bet
he's definitely not a senior. I guarantee he's not a senior.
No, he's a senior.
He's definitely not a senior.
So with that said, how do y'all feel about just how the different fathers are like playing this situation? Because I'm seeing like, you brought up Melo, you brought up Dwayne Wade, Carlos Boozer and his sons, Gilbert Arenas and his son. Like, how do y'all feel about the different
Elijah Knight.
Yeah.
Listen.
Ty, that is. I mean, to cut you off, but Ty did. That is a sneaky way. Bronny did play for Team USA this year. I forgot about that.
Oh.
He played. Yeah. That is a sneaky way in. But go ahead.
I think it's important for us to bust our ass, and this doesn't even have to be NBA. We bust your ass for the last 20 years and carry the company.
Mm-hmm.
If I want my son to work there and he ain't got the fucking experience, nigga,
listen,
put him on. You see what I did?
Listen,
you know what I mean? I think you owe us. They owe us. First of all, they owe us. Let's just start there,
nigga.
So when I get in the door, I'm bringing everybody in with.
I'll give y'all a real life lived example. When my sister graduated high school, I'm not going to give her the year because I ain't going to age her like that. When my sister graduated high school, you know what my father did? He had been working at the USDA for like 23 years. You know what he did? He walked my sister right in there. Y'all are going to hire her, and she's been working there since she's been 20 years old. I ain't going to tell you how old she is now, but 20 years old was a long time ago. I'm going to just tell you that. And that's the real shit. My father literally walked her in there and said, listen, my daughter just graduated from high school. Y'all are going to give her a job right now. And you know what they did? They gave her a job.
I'm not mad at that. We see that happen every day. I'm not even mad at that. I'm just mad at you.
That's why I'm not mad at that at all.
Getting your feelings when somebody critique your son. Like, we gotta be cool on that one.
Hey, Tyson Graham will get $180K working for Team First. and his daughter's a beast.
Yeah.
Tennis. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Man. Listen.
I get it.
Her tennis game, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for US Open tickets. Ty, let me know when US Open tickets are available for your daughter. I would love to come and watch.
Yes, sir.
Because US Open is on my bucket list anyway. I'm dying for US Open tickets. I know she just won like doubles at Wimbledon or some shit. I know, yeah, his daughter's wild with the tennis. You don't know? Yeah, his daughter's out of here with tennis, bro. She just won like doubles at Wimbledon or some shit. Listen, bro. Listen.
Black fathers.
We don't associate with no foolishness, bro. Shout out my guy Ty Grant, man. Raising a fucking next generation tennis player. Yeah. Like, she is on the way. I'm telling you.
Bryce's class is 2025, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he ain't know.
So he's
coming up.
Here now.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, hit me on the Lakers next year too. I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, say less. I definitely want to be in the building at the US Open because that's that's right next to Shea Stadium. I'm a Mets fan. Fuck the Yankees. That's a whole nother story. But yeah,
wow.
Yeah, let me know.
So Jay, I wanted to bring you on, absolutely personally, because I wanted to try to induct you into the content space. At some point.
Definitely.
What are your thoughts on just this whole creating things and
It's tough, man. We had these conversations all the time. I just be trying to find a time to make the content and post it. I've gotten over, my face being on social media and YouTube and stuff like that. But you and my homeboy tell me all the time, like, every day is content for me. Like, me in the classroom, that's content. Me at track practice, that's content. Me on the laptop charting my charts and trading, like, that's content. And just trying to get you, used to recording it, number one, and just putting it out there and living with it. I actually, I don't even know if I can say this, but I'm gonna say it. I went to a training session with one of my athletes, a couple of days ago, and he's, been training a lot of, couple Olympians. His daughter's actually won herself. So went to the training session. I'm just watching, like, you charging how much a session for this? Like, my off-season practice is a little bit more intense than this, bro. You get into the bag. So it's just trying to learn how to take advantage of these, one of these many talents that I think I have, and put it out there to the world for them to see, man, to learn from. And I'm gonna learn on my way. So
Yeah. So we introducing a new show. So something we wanted to talk about. We want to definitely start, have bringing people on, and it's called the Spotters. And if anybody's ever worked out before, you need
what
somebody
Spotters for.
to spot you. So this is really bringing mental health and physical health to the table. One brother sits down, got his issue, things he want to get off his chest, and a partner spot him. So that's something that we're gonna work out, we're gonna talk, we're gonna build, something that we introducing coming up soon, man. Hopefully in the next couple of months.
Next couple of months, we gotta get that out.
Yeah. So just we want to have you on, have different people on, just coming through and just sharing,
whatever
man.
Your issue is, man. Like
definitely.
One thing about Black men that I won't say it's kind of ingrained in us. I won't say that, but I will say that we haven't been raised to talk. We haven't been raised to discuss what's going on. It's always keep people out your business. It's always you don't need to listen.
Yeah.
Keeping that bottled up, that don't help.
We'll figure it out. Just keep
that don't
moving.
help nobody. Exactly. I figure. Don't worry about it. I figure it out. Then we'll figure it out. Like that's not the way to fix anything. And one thing I know about problems, they're hard to fix by yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like whether it's input, whether it's some type of direction, whether it's something that they seen that you didn't see. Sometimes you always need input from somebody else. You ain't got all the answers, because if you did, life would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and not only that.
No, go ahead. No, finish. I'm good.
I was going to say that a lot of times people don't even realize that help could be standing right in front of them,
Mm-hmm.
but because they never open their mouth,
Yep.
saying closed mouth don't get fed. You have somebody that is down on his luck financially. You might need to hold something, but you probably won't let you ask. Or you might need a position. You about to lose your job. You might say it to the right person, and they go, "Listen, my job is hiring." So it's just opening up and trying to reteach us, and especially as Black men, to have these difficult conversations with each other, with people that you trust, starting your own groups. You know what I mean? And just being able to feel comfortable, not knowing that your information ain't going to be told to everybody in the world, but this is a secret, almost like a secret club. Where we can express each other and big each other up and hold each other accountable and stuff like that.